Homeland Security is not our Homeland Security anymore. It's run by the Arabs and the Muslims.
Great.
I have been to Washington. I have seen this with my own eyes. I have talked to people in Washington. I know what is going on. Mm-hmm. Not that I know everything, which I don't. I'm just saying, I've been on several trips to Washington. I know people in several different bureaus out there. And I'm telling you, people, we need to take care of our own. Right. It's high time that anybody that's here illegally needs to be deported. I don't care if you're family or not. You're here illegally. If you want to be here, do it legally. Hey, and you work the right way, I'm all for you being here. I'm not saying that I'm not for that. But if you're illegal and you're here illegally and you're not willing to play the right way, come in the right way to become a citizen, you need to be deported.
Bingo.
I mean, hands down, that's the way it's going to be. Traffic needs to get shut down. Our troops need to come home. Our cops need to, our police forces, they need to be heightened. They need to be doing security checks. But Americans need to be able to keep their firearms.
Right.
Too many departments are wanting to take them away. But it's not the departments that are taking them away. It's the poison in Washington that are wanting to take them away.
Right.
And Americans need to stand up and say no more.
Right, and you made a great point here because they said law enforcement need to be tightened up. Well, they know where they need to be tightened up at our strip malls. Our shopping centers, strip malls, shopping malls. Movie theaters, places like this. People go to. That's where they need to be at. Even our high school, colleges. They need to be there too as well. It's just what's happening right now with these all these school shootings too. It doesn't domestic terrorism just like Fort Hood was. Amy, remember this? And same thing. We gotta tighten security. You're right, and we're not. And I'm really surprised that we do have we don't have a homeland security system anymore. I'm shocked to hear that because it's now run by the Middle East now. Is that correct, Amy? Go ahead.
We may have a few people in there, but it's being poisoned by those from the Middle East.
Wow.
The Muslims. People need to wake up and realize what is going on.
Mm-hmm.
The trips that I have taken to the East Coast,
right.
Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia, mostly into the D.C. area. A lot of Muslims, a lot of Arabs, a lot of nations that are there because of, what is going on and the meetings with our so-called leader, which I'm not going to dignify because that's not even a dignification there. And, it's a problem, it's an issue.
Right.
And everybody needs to realize what's happening. And they need to call their representatives, they need to call their governors, they need to write, they need to stand up. Churches need to stand up. They need to take a stand. It's not going to go away.
Right.
It's only going to get worse if we, as American citizens, don't speak up, don't say something. We have to fight back. And the only way that's going to happen is if we take firearms and we protect our borders. I myself, if anybody from the military community or PDs are listening, please, please, please be aware of what is going on. Please do the right thing. If any of you military that are here, I'm former military. I have my uniform. I would be willing to put it back on. Please contact me. I am willing to take that stand. I am willing to take that stand where not most people would not be willing to take that stand.
Right.
But me as former military, I am willing to stand up. And there's others that need to stand up with me, that need to say no more.
Michael
We
Fortune.
need to stand up. We need to embrace arms. It's not about race. It's not about culture. If you're here, you're an American, you were natural born, you need to stand up.
Michael Fortune's behind you
It's
100%.
time.
Michael Fortune's behind you 100%. He's special forces guy in the United States Army, and he said that he would stand with you too as well. So we got that too as well. So I appreciate that, Michael Fortune. I really do.
Well, Michael, if you're listening or if you get a hold of this, Michael, call me, Facebook me. I will be willing to take a stand with you. Let me know where you're at. Get a hold of me on Facebook. I'm willing to take the stand with you. I want to challenge those out there. Who else? Who else? If you were called by God and you were a Christian, and I'm talking to the Christians, if you were called by God, and you have a call in your life, I have a governmental call, and I know there's others out there with that same call, only in a little different fashion. If you have that call, this is your time to stand up. U.S. veterans, I'm talking to you. Those that are still capable and want to be a part of this, please take that stand. Stand up for your country. Stop being scared. Stop being scared by fear. The man cannot do anything. With God behind us, our country is still at the point where we can still do something. But we've got to embrace arms as natural citizens, and we've got to say enough is enough. So, Michael, or any of the other U.S. vets, my heart, Mark, you know my heart on our military. You know where my heart stands on this issue. I'm a huge supporter of the U.S. military. I've met Mr. Lee Greenwood, an amazing man. He is doing some amazing things. Lee, if you get a hold of this, call me. I am willing to hook arms with you on what you're doing.
And Gary's
and anybody else who is willing to stand with me on this and take care of our vets and to take care of the issues that are going on here at home, get a hold of me. But people, we need to hook arms. This is not a game. This is not a game. You've seen the beheadings. You've seen the innocent children and the wives that are overseas that are being innocently murdered by the Muslims, that are being murdered by ISIS. This is not a game, because they will come here on American soil, and they're doing it in Florida. And I kid you not, this is not a game, people. They're doing it here. We've got to hook arms. This has got to stop.
Yeah. No.